Depending on the type of policy, the contract terms and conditions vary. Major changes to the contract terms depends on the policy amount and the number of years. A contract is considered to be valid only when certain terms and conditions are mutually agreed upon by the insurer and the insured. Only valid contracts are legally enforceable. For a contract to be considered valid and legally enforceable, there are four necessary requirements. They are 1. Offer and acceptance, 2. Consideration, 3. Competent parties, and 4. Legal purpose. Let us briefly discuss about these four requirements. Offer and acceptance. In insurance terms, a person seeking cover is the one who usually initiates the process, and he is called as the insured. He is given an application form to fill out. The insurance is not effective until the company accepts his completed application. Depending on the type of insurance, the policy, the terms and offer varies. In case of property and liability insurance, the offer in itself is the application. In most cases, the insurance providers promise their applicants with a binder that serves like a promissory note before the formal policy is issued. Other segments of the insurance, like life insurance and health insurance, also follow a similar process with certain exceptions. In life insurance or health insurance, payment of premium is not necessary at the time of application, and the insurer issues documents that acts like a binder. The insurance does not need first premium for it to be effective. A medical examination and a fitness report is required in order to process the application. Once a company finds that the applicant is fit to be insured based on the assessment terms, then the applicant is registered to be insured and is requested to pay a premium. For two-wheeler or four-wheeler insurance, a registration certificate containing all relevant details is required in terms of new vehicles. For insuring old vehicles not more than 10 years old, insurance can be bought online by uploading relevant documents. Post-verification, insurance will be issued. Consideration. Consideration is the value that the parties make with respect to the contract. It is the core reason for the contract to be accepted. This is the mutual understanding between the insurer and the insured, where the former pays for the damages caused and the latter receives the benefits when there is an occurrence of undesirable events. Usually, non-insurance contracts are bilateral, where both the parties have legal powers against each other to make sure that the promises mentioned in the contract are duly followed. Most of the insurance contracts are unilateral contracts, where only the insurer makes a legally enforceable promise to pay for covered losses. There are also the conditional contracts wherein, if the insured fails to pay the premium, then the insurer is not obliged to pay for the losses incurred. Competent parties. Competent parties of the contract must be legally competent to agree to them. Most of the adults are legally competent to agree to the terms and conditions unless affected by mental illness. It is important that both the parties know what kind of legal terms and binding conditions that they are getting into. There is no agreement without competency of either parties. Legal purpose. Almost all the insurance contracts are bound and ought to have a legal purpose in carrying out the insurance coverage process. Any contract that fails to abide by the law of the land is deemed illegal or illegitimate. These are the essential requirements of any insurance contract.